self-confidence. So I can't wait to have her on the show. She's also got over 150 products in the healing industry that she's going to be able to share with you. And so it's going to be an amazing conversation, because I know there are a lot of goddesses out there who are going to want to tune in, and maybe it's the goddess within that you need to bring forward. So we're going to cover things on the outside, on the inside, through mindset and the physical things that you could be doing today so that you could be living to your highest, greatest, fullest potential. That's what we're about here. We're about intentional living and living in the present moment and living to your greatest potential, what you came here to do. So then we're going to move to the Mentor Me Minute segment, where I'm going to take your questions either live here on Facebook or questions that you've emailed in, where I'm going to take whatever it is. You can ask me anything, truly ask me anything, and I will give you the best of the best that I've got for 1 solid minute to help you right here today for free. And then we always end the show with a powerful mantra meditation where we take in everything we've talked about today, and I totally tune in and channel whatever is the message that you need to hear, so that the messages, the ahas, the breakthroughs, and what we've experienced today resonates in with you on a soul level, on a cellular level, on a spiritual level, on a mental, emotional, and physical level, so that you leave here feeling better at the end of the show than you did at the beginning of the show. Plus, I have so many great surprises today. Like, I'm on fire today. I'm feeling really good. I can't wait to get this show started. And I want to say thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And if this work resonates with you, please tell a friend. Please don't keep me a secret. Please spread the word out there, because we are all, and I have today, we are all about helping you through life's transitions to reinvent yourself, to transform you, to live the best version of you possible, okay? We want you letting go of the pain from the past, living in the present moment, and being intentional and deliberate about your future, because you are the one who creates your future. Nobody else does it. Nobody else has the right to give you permission to do it. You've got to grant yourself the permission, and you've got to empower yourself, inspire yourself, and educate yourself to make those changes. And so we show up here every week to offer you amazing guests, powerful content to make that happen. So if that resonates with you, and you know somebody else who could use this because they might be feeling depressed, they might be feeling overwhelmed, they might have anxiety, they might have had suicidal thoughts like I did, they might be in a place that maybe they're on the brink, and you're see signs in there, there's just something isn't right, get them to this show as soon as possible, because our commitment is to see that 1 billion women on this planet who don't know their self-worth discover their true divinity, power, and purpose. And I need you to help me spread the word. Okay? All right. So let's get right into the content today. All right. So remember, turn back the clock. How to look and feel younger starting today. And we always start with an intention statement. I'm going to pivot Kelly here. I'm going to make sure that she's on her toes. I'm going to give you the intention statement now, and then I'll give it to you at the end as well. But I want you to know that we do intention statements every single week. And what we do is Kelly, my Kelly girl, she makes beautiful wallpapers that live on my Instagram page at Diane Forster Official, so that you can take that intention statement and let it anchor in. Look, here's one on my phone right now. I don't know if you can see it. This one is from last week. It says, I have today to boldly affirm my dreams into reality. But anyway, there's a slew of them. We do them every week. So pick the ones that resonate with you, and just copy them, put them on your phone, and that way the intention statement gets anchored in. So that is for you, free gift for you. So our intention statement for this week is, I have today to look and feel younger inside and out. It starts on the inside out and the outside in. They both work together. So I have today to look and feel younger inside and out. All right. And then one of the other things that we do, Kelly, I don't know if you have the ticker for that, is we want to hear your intention statement. So we've put out a couple of videos before.
Do you want to play?
I don't know. Do we have time? Can you cue one up?
Yeah.
Really quick? Cue it up. Let's do it. Check it out. It'll explain it for itself. And then I'll tell you what it is after and how you can participate.
Hi, I'm Silka. I'm the creator and host of Second Act TV, and I have today to create the life I really want.
Hi, my name is Rebecca Zung. I'm a divorce attorney, and many refer to me as America's divorce transformation strategist. And I have today to live the life that I want to lead on my terms.
Yeah, I have today to continue to reflect and learn and listen and act on my core values in conjunction with the vision that I have to be a force for good and leave my mark in a way that impacts others positively.
I have today to find the best in myself, that loving place inside of me, the part that loves me and that loves others is kind of the same place. I have today to dip into that and to bring it out and to be radiant and show that to the world.
I'm Bridget Grimes, president of Wealth Choice Financial Planning for Women Execs. I have today to help women live their ideal life.
My name is Amanda Marie Masters, and I have today to love me, to love you, to choose to enjoy my life here and now. That's what I have.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that great? So those amazing guests on my show and people who've submitted their intention statement share their words. So what do you have today for? What is your intention? What is your why? What is it that gets you up out of bed and gets you excited? I want to know what you have today for. So please send us in your video, share it. Make sure you give us your name and where you're from and start it with I have today too. And then fill in the blank, all right? Because we would love to feature you here live on the show and have you be a part of the I Have Today movement, all right? So you will send those in to DianeForster.com/intention. It's DianeForster.com/intention, all right? All right, thanks. Okay, so now let me get into the 3 ways before I bring on Laura and we get into all the other amazing stuff going on with the show. This is awesome. This is great. You know, aging, growing older is inevitable, but aging is not. It really isn't. And there are so many limiting beliefs that we have about it. In fact, Kelly, I see Kelly and I only see each other once or twice a week, right? And then we went through the whole coronavirus, like the lockdown where we didn't see each other for 2 months. And I looked at her and she looked at me and I was like, oh my God, you look so fabulous. And she's like, oh my God, you look so fabulous. Because we're, making conscious efforts to look younger, right? But I hear this a lot, and this isn't like a bragging or a yay me, but people say to me all the time, like, it looks like you're getting younger. How are you doing this? Well, it's intentional. I'm doing things intentionally to look younger, and I'm going to share some of those with you today. And I want you to implement these in your life, and the reason why I want you to implement these in your life so that you can start looking and feeling younger on the inside and out is because this is the catapulting to actually moving you into action to make changes in your life so that it can start happening for you. Okay? Just wanted to preface it with that. So here is way number 1, how you can start looking and feeling younger starting today. Number 1 is you have to believe that you can. It sounds so simple, but you have to believe that you can. A belief is just a thought that we keep thinking over and over again. And so when I said that, getting older is inevitable, but aging is not, where that is my belief, right? But we grew up with so many beliefs from so many people that, oh, I'm just too old, or, this is part of life. And, whatever those limiting beliefs are, that I'm big boned. That is so ridiculous. Like when people say I'm big bone, bones are bones, right? Somebody told you that. Like, that's not even true, right? So I want you to believe that you can do this and believe that you can be, do, and have anything that you want, because you absolutely can. It doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter what weight you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can absolutely change anything. And it starts with the mind. And I think I shared this in last week's show. When I did my TEDx talk, I had the audience grow their hand in a matter of a few seconds. You know, it was an exercise that we did, and, you know, they all burst out into laughter, but literally grew one hand bigger than the other in just a few moments, because they didn't believe that they couldn't. They were just following what I was telling them to do, and the magic happens. If you believe it, it will happen. And Wayne Dyer, I just read Your Erroneous Zones this weekend, and I can see clearly now. And he also wrote, when you believe it, you'll see it. Normally we hear the expression the other way. Oh, I'll see it when I believe it. No, 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 no. It's the other way around. When you believe it, then you will see it. So if you believe it first, it has no choice but to come and happen. It absolutely is law of attraction. That is the way it works. Thoughts become things. So if you believe, actually scratch that, when you believe, it will come true for you. All right. You can start looking younger, acting younger, feeling younger. Okay. So that's step number one. Step number two is you have to tell your subconscious a different story. The story of what you want to happen, okay? Because in the subconscious mind are all those limiting beliefs and those stories and those lies that other people gave you. You know, when you were born and came into this existence, you didn't have any of those limiting beliefs. We came in pure consciousness, pure energy, where we knew everything. We actually do know everything. We still know everything. But then imprints and stories and somebody else's beliefs and somebody else's lies that weren't their fault either. It was their limiting beliefs and the programming that somebody else gave them got anchored into you, right? So we need to shift and change our subconscious. Scratch that. Blech. We need to tell our subconscious a different story. I'm getting so excited. Can you tell? Like I'm flubbing out my words. So we have to tell our subconscious a different story. So what I'm going to share with you today, and how do you do that? You do that through affirmations, through meditation, through journaling, and by telling your subconscious a different story. And so one of the things that I'm going to share with you today is this amazing mantra meditation that I created called My Ideal Body. That's going to allow you in less than 5 minutes a day to start telling your subconscious that different story. I listen to it all the time. In fact, I listened to it this morning, and I love it because it's doing the work for me. It's making me get younger automatically. I've given my command central, which is my mind, the instructions on how to make me look and feel younger, head to toe, from inside out. Isn't that exciting? So I have that free and available to you. So we're going to have a ticker up here for you on how you can access that. And you can access it at dianeforster.com/my ideal body. All right. So dianeforster.com/my ideal body. And so opt in for it, get it, and start listening to it every day. So number one was believe that you can do it, because you absolutely can change anything, any pre-existing condition. I healed a broken eardrum in my ear and many other things. My clients have told me so many things that they've healed themselves by doing mantra meditations and by doing this work and believing that it was possible. And so believe it's possible is number one. And then number two was tell your subconscious a different story, the story of what you want, not what you don't want. Okay. And then the last one is become an actor. That's right. So think about actors. I love this. You know, when an actor plays a role, they really get into the role, whether good or bad. You know, there have been actors who've taken on dark roles like Heath Ledger and could not release that. But become an actor in your life. Become a different identity. Change. If you want to change your state, your physical appearance, imagine that you're somebody else. Okay? Imagine, hey, you want Jennifer Aniston's body? Imagine that you're Jennifer, act like Jennifer Aniston does, carry yourself. Imagine in your mind, I got Jennifer Aniston's body. I'm just throwing that out there. But, here's a woman who's in her 50s who looks fabulous. She keeps getting better and better. So many women, have you noticed that there are some people, God, they just keep getting better and better and better. And it's because of their mindset, what they believe, and it's how they operate in their lives. So if you want to change the way you look and start and feel younger, act differently. Write in your journal that you are this slim, whatever that weight is for you. And the mantra meditation, the My Ideal Body, will help you with that, because I'm not specific on certain numbers of an age or a weight or anything like that. I talk about what's perfect for you, because we're all different and we're all unique. But back to the actor. So act like the person that you want to be, the body that you want to carry. And that you don't have to act like you're, Jennifer Aniston or anybody else. Act like the version of yourself, the best, greatest version of you, who you are, how you would act, how you would carry yourself, how you would eat, how you would dress, how you would move your body, how you would be living in your life if you were the ideal version of yourself. If you were looking and feeling younger, how would you act? And start acting like that. Okay? So now, remember what I said? By doing these 3 things, you're going to start to take different actions in your life. This is how change happens. Like, first, it's the decision, right? It's awareness that I want to change the way I'm being, because this isn't working for me anymore. And actually, that's what happened to me at the end of last year and the beginning of this year. I said, this is going to be the year of radical changes for me. I'm going to change a lot of things so that at the end of this year, I am a different person than I was at the beginning of this year. I put on weight, I had low energy. There were a lot of things that I wasn't happy with. And I want to live to my highest, greatest, fullest potential, like the best version of me. So I stopped drinking alcohol. I gave up caffeine. I learned how to speed read. I'm following new people every week. I'm reading a book a week. All of these things that I'm doing in my life. I hired a trainer now. So now I'm going to the gym 5 to 7 times a week. This is so new and foreign for me. But all of these things happen because of the first 3 things that I gave you. Belief in it, number 1, telling my subconscious a different story, number 2, and acting like a different person. And if you start doing those things, you're going to start making different decisions in your life. You're going to start asking, when it's the choice of junk food or something healthful and helpful, is this helping me or hurting me, right? Is this hurting me or helping me? And you'll start to make decisions in your life from a different place. Me hiring a trainer and going to this trainer, minimum 5 times a week, has something that's totally foreign for me. And it's change that way is uncomfortable. But when you're really motivated and you believe it, and then you're committed to it, and you're telling your subconscious a different story, you can start to see yourself. When you believe it, you tell your subconscious a different story, and you start acting that way, you start to see your future self. I am seeing my younger self. You will see your younger self. You will start to see what it feels like and what it looks like to feel better, to look better, to act younger. All of those things by those first 3 things. Then the change happens because you start to make decisions differently. So that's the content I got for you today. And again, the intention statement was, I have today to look and feel younger on the inside and out. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got that. Anchor those in and use those 3 steps, those 3 ways to look and feel younger today. All right? So now it is time to bring on my amazing guests. I hope you guys are ready for Laura Adelson.
Hi,
Laura, how are you?
Oh, wonderful. It's a pleasure for me. Thank you for having me on. I've been enjoying the cast immensely.
Oh, good. Well, I'm so happy. So we've talked about, how to look younger and look and feel younger and on the inside and out. And I thought you were such a good guest to have on the show today because of the work that you do and really helping the inner goddess. So, before I get into the questions with you, I want to share with the audience a little bit about you, if that's okay. All right. I shared a little bit at the beginning, but let me get a little bit more into detail. Okay. So healer coach Alora Adelson is dedicated to helping women who have given their power away through heartbreak or grief to regain confidence, self-esteem, and revitalize the goddess within. Through healing and coaching, Alora has helped her clients remember the power they hold in their own lives. She has also created over 150 products for physical healing, emotional freedom, and spiritual growth with her drops, mists, and more. She's an experienced speaker and has created, produced, and hosted her internet interview show, Finding Your Bliss. After 50 has appeared on All Things Spiritual Telesummit, the Shopping for the Real You show, as well as creating and producing the Awakening Entrepreneur Summit. So thank you so much for being here, Alora.
Thank you so much.
Love your story. Okay, so can you get into it? Because I read this said that what does meditation do when all hell breaks loose and heaven starts raining down on her? Tell us a story. What happened to you?
Yeah, I have an interesting story, as most of us do at this point in our lives. What happened to me is I was living, 15 years ago or something, with my 2 sons and my husband. And my oldest son got cancer. The first time he got cancer, his name is Jeffrey.
How old was he?
He was 13 during that whole year when he had cancer for the first time. But during that time, my ex-husband's healing gifts came out. He was not an ex-husband at the time. Mm-hmm. But 6 years later, just when we thought we were out of the woods, everything was fine, all cancer clear, no problem, Jeffrey was diagnosed once again with cancer. And this time, the osteosarcoma that affected him in the right leg before was in his lungs.
Yeah. You know what? Can I interrupt you? Can I interrupt you for 1 second? We're having a hard time seeing you. So would you I don't know if your phone is there. Would you turn the Wi-Fi off on your phone? That might help with your signal. Is it on?
I don't know. I have it on do not disturb.
No. Turn the Wi-Fi off altogether. Even so. Sorry, okay. I know you're in the middle of this critical story, but yeah.
I lived the story, so I remember the whole story. Is it any better?
Yes, it's better.
Good. Okay. 6 years later, just when we thought we were all fine, Jeffrey was diagnosed again. The osteosarcoma this time was his lungs, was not operated, and we were given a horrendous prognosis. They even tell us exactly how long they thought he had. Mm-hmm. But we were told that if he decided to do radiation, their recommended therapy, that something like 2% changing his life by 2 to 6.
Wow.
So it was in a way.
Okay, and so let me just interrupt for a moment. So a 2% chance for her son Jeffrey to survive, because you are breaking up pretty badly here. So I want to make sure that the listeners are understanding what you're saying. So
yeah, feel free to interrupt anytime that you need to for that. Yeah. And his name is Jeffrey, Jefren.
Oh, Jeffrey. I'm sorry, Jeffrey. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But this time he had cancer, and he decided the all natural route, over 18 at the time, to make his own decision completely with that's my own healing gifts.
you know what? You're breaking up so badly, and this is a live show, and I don't want the I want to be able to hear your story. So what I'm going to ask you to do is get out of the room and sign back on, and maybe the signal will be better. Is that a good idea, Kelly? Okay. And I don't know if you have an Ethernet cable, if you can plug in and hardwire.
I don't.
Okay. All right. That's okay.
Okay. See you soon, hopefully.
Yeah. All right. That sounds good. All right. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, audience. You know what? This is live TV, and this is technology in this day and age, and this stuff happens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pivot, and we'll do the Mentor Me Minute now until Alora can sign back on. Will that work, Kelly? Can we move that way? That way we continue the flow of the show. Okay. So the Mentor Me Minute segment is the opportunity for you to get live coaching from me, live mentoring from me here on the show, no matter what's going on in your life. And these are unprecedented times. I mean, truly. So you might be going through challenges at home because of quarantine, you've been living, now you're parenting your kids and schooling your kids and staying with a partner or spouse that, you're not used to spending all this time together with, or you got furloughed from your job or let go from your job, or you're gaining weight from being in the quarantine, or, you're struggling in some areas of your life. You're having a lot of emotional issues right now, whatever it is, personally, professionally. This is an opportunity to tap into a coach. I'm a transformation coach, a mindset and manifestation mentor, where I can help you for free. And trust me when I say this, your situation, your problem is somebody else's too. So if you speak up about it, you're helping yourself and you're helping others too. How awesome is that? So let's do the Mentor Me Minute segment right now. Okay, here we go. All right. What's the first question? I just said these words. Oh my God. This is how psychic I am sometimes. The intuition is crazy, right? We all are, by the way. I gained weight during quarantine and it's totally affected my confidence. Any advice to help me? This is Lisa in New York. Lisa, you are not alone. They're saying the quarantine 15 or whatever that number is. Okay, the first thing that I want you to do is, number one, don't beat yourself up. Listen, if the weight came on, the weight can come off, right? Remember what I said at the beginning of the show? Believe it, right? Tell your subconscious a different story, and then become the actor, become the person that you want to be, become your skinnier self again in your mind. Okay. Definitely download at dianeforster.com/my ideal body. That's going to help you a lot to start feeling better about yourself, and it's going to build up your confidence. All right. So that's the practical part from a mindset. And I know I only got a minute to do this, but the other part is you're spending a lot of time at home. Resist the urge to buy bad foods. If you fill your house and your refrigerator and your pantry with good food, when you go to eat, you will make good choices. Okay. That is just a simple no-brainer. I know when I am, feeling that way, if there's junk in the house, I'm going to eat junk. So I don't have any junk in the house, right? I buy fruits and vegetables and good things that are going to help me. Things like hummus and rice crackers, healthy choices, right? And then I do food prep on the weekends where I binge cook or bulk cook, so that there's a lot of options, so that when you feel that, you're not grabbing the convenient thing that's bad for you. You're grabbing the convenient thing that's good for you. All right. So I hope that helped. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay. I'm extremely unmotivated right now and don't feel like doing anything. What's going on with me? All right. Again, this is going on. I'm hearing this a lot from people. So, all right, I'm going to give it to you from a woo-woo perspective. Woo-woo meaning, spiritual, what's out there. So, and I learned this from my amazing friend who's also been a guest on this show, Katie Bray. So shout out to you, Katie Bray. If you're watching, I'm sharing your brilliance because you're such a light in my life and teacher to so many. So there's this thing that happens to us on a soul level that as we're ascending and rising to our calling and our purpose, which I believe is one of the main things that's going on in this world right now with this pandemic is we're all being called to come here to rise, to figure out what it is we came here to do, right? So the soul is being, awakened in a way and rising in a way and ascending in a way to figure out what we came here to do, what our purpose is. And so what happens is as the soul and spirit rise, right? The physical body has to catch up. And Katie, I hope I'm not butchering this because I'm paraphrasing Katie. But what that means is there's a gap between those two things. So the soul is rising higher, but the physical body isn't yet. And in between that gap is what's required is the orientation period, right? So you're tired. You're exhausted. You don't feel like doing anything because you physically haven't caught up to what's happening to you spiritually. So that's what's happening to you from a woo-woo perspective. Okay. So don't beat yourself up if you're like, God, I'm feeling unmotivated. I don't feel like doing anything. Or you have these bursts of energy and then these long periods of exhaustion, or you're feeling like you're procrastinating or you're unmotivated and you're very lethargic. Don't worry about it. It's the physical body catching up with the soul, and there's nothing wrong. Don't kick your butt into gear to, force yourself to do something if you're not feeling like you want to do it. Feel it when you have inspired action. All right. So that is what's going on with you, Shannon. That's a great question. I hope you guys got a lot of value out of that. All right. Let's see if we can get Alora back in the room and continue our conversation because her story is so fascinating, isn't it? And I want the audience to be able to get the full benefit out of it. All right.
There we are.
Oh, way
Is it better?
better. Did you change
So bad.
locations?
No, she's freezing again.
It's all the same.
Oh, she's still
Oh.
freezing.
Has to be her.
Still good.
No.
Continue with my story. Good.
Nope. You are still frozen. So we're going to ask you to sign on with your phone as a last resort. You know what? This happens. I want to be able to give you the time that you need. Okay. So is it possible for you to sign on with your phone?
I will try. Yes.
Yeah. Just click the
will.
link that we sent you and you should be able to get in. And we will.
Okay. So I will get out of this now then.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So anyway, while she's signing on, and we'll get her on as soon as possible, I wanted to share a couple of other things. So let me talk about, I said last week or the week before, I don't even know, I can't remember which show it was, but part of my year of radical changes that I'm going to be following one new person a week. And my new person this week is a woman by the name of Naomi Whittle. Do you guys know who she is? She is the author of a book called Glow 15, which came out a couple of years ago. But she is also according to Prevention Magazine, the nation's leading female innovator in the natural products industry. And I binge watched all her videos. I ordered her book. I love what she's doing. And what she talks about is autophagy. And autophagy is bad cells getting eaten by good cells, and how to get the body in autophagy, which I had never heard of before. So fascinating. So we're going to have a link in the description section for you to get her book. And I'm going to have more on her as we go along, because I thought that tied in nicely with the theme of the show this week, which is to turn back the clock, how to look and feel younger. And this woman looks phenomenal. Oh my God, from the inside out. I mean, her skin just glows. And I love her 4 pillars and everything that she's got, and the Glow 15, 15 days to really reverse the aging process. So I did want to share that. Is she on yet? All right. And then the other thing that I wanted to share is I am so excited that I am going to be doing a live 3-day virtual event, August 28th through August 30th. And it's a virtual event. Let me preface this by saying this is not a webinar, people. This is not a webinar. This is a live event experience. I will be on stage. There will be speakers there. You get to watch it from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to get on a plane to travel or get a hotel room or deal with the crowds. You will get the feel of the community in there while I am on stage delivering you amazing content. And this is called the Have It All Life live virtual event. This is such a fantastic event. Let me just tell you about it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the 8 key areas of your life and teach you the 8 principles on how to have it all. Truly, get whatever it is you want. Doesn't matter what it is. This formula works for everything. So if you are feeling stuck in your life, if some areas of your life are working, but you can't quite figure out those other ones, if you're feeling like you're in transition right now, there has never been a better time. Like I said, these are unprecedented times. So I wanted to give you an unprecedented opportunity to tap into what it is you really want and how it is to get it. So this is for you, smart women. You know, I call these women that come to this, women in the second chapter, whatever transition you're going through. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's personally or professionally. This is for you. You want to be a part of community for 3 days and get all of these answers. You are going to walk away with the blueprint. It is my promise and my guarantee that when you attend this event, you'll walk away with the 8 principles and the clarity and the focus and the direction that you need. So fun. So what we're going to do is we're going to show you a ticker right here on how you can register for it. So it's at bit.ly.com/DF virtual event. Get in there now because early bird tickets already sold out. So the pricing is $197 for general admission, and then you can upgrade to VIP all access for only $97 more. But when you register, make sure that I have all your information complete, including your phone number, your email address, and your shipping address, because I'm sending you out an amazing wow swag box before that you're going to need for the event to participate. And it's just going to nurture you so much. So this event is all about you, and I can't wait to see you there. This is the personal development the personal development event for women who want to change their lives for the better, personally and professionally. And I'm going to be with you all the way. And again, amazing speakers, amazing community, amazing opportunity for you to really just shut out the rest of the world for 3 whole days, nurture you from the comfort of your own home, and get the inspiration, the motivation, the education, the clarification, the focus, and the direction you need so that you can truly live to your highest, greatest, fullest potential in your have it all life. All right? So excited about it. Okay, she in? All right, let's go. Hey, Laura. Okay. Speak to me now.
Is this better?
It's better. Just speak a little bit closer to your mic and we are good to go. Oh, you look so much better. Yes.
Let's see how this works. Well, when we last left our story, my oldest son was having a second cancer experience.
Yes.
And the prognosis was horrible that he decided, and after 18, he could decide that he was going to go the all natural and do all therapies, which we could afford it.
Yeah.
It was an fascinating year. We had the times, but we also had so many sweet, wonderful times when my healing gifts started to open up. And by the end of the year, it had changed. We actually lost our son, Jeffrin.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
And that enough, but at the same time, my husband told me he wanted a divorce. Had a double whammy going on with all sorts of things coming at me from up now my hands. And it was something I had to come from. And it took me so much longer than I would have expected, because I basically told myself that everything is fine. It's all perfect the way it is. It's all fine, which I absolutely believe.
Yes.
I didn't have time to go within, do the healing work I need.
Yes.
That came a little bit later.
Okay, so let me just share with the audience, because you are still breaking up, and we're definitely going to have you back on the show at a better time, with better connection, because your story is too important and too valuable. So what Alora said is, after the second bout with cancer, they did end up losing her oldest son. And then that same year, her husband asked her for a divorce. So amazing, right? Wow. So wow. Okay.
And from the lowest of the low to something much, much greater. And I have recently been out about it in terms of goddess. I mean, the goddess within, outward,
Yeah.
I believe, is what happens. We all have this that we need to nurture.
I agree. We all do. Totally.
And please feel free to stop me if I'm breaking or so that I'm not understandable.
Yeah. The whole thing is broken. Yeah. I know. This is just, it's just happened. So I'm going to have you back on the show. So what we'll do right now for the audience is, I want to hear your story, and I want to right now know what you do for women, and then talk about your book. Okay. So what do you do for women? Because you went from the depths of the darkest despair to creating to being this healer coach who's helping so many women get out of their own way. Because if anyone knows the experience, and you're living proof of it, what do you do for women? Exactly.
I help them live more from their hearts than from their head. Help them get out of the loop of thought, keep running, recognize their intrinsic value. They are a beloved of the divine, and anyone divine loves is an absolutely wonderful person. And this goes no matter what quirks or negative or positive.
Yeah.
They can be nurtured.
Yeah. So. Mm-hmm.
And I met this new media summit just before lockdown. And when I came home, I remember telling somebody that I remember telling Christine there that I don't have a book in me now. And 2 days after I got back from my California trip, experienced huge downloads. All this information kept coming of this book I needed to write, and how to structure the book, and on and on and on.
Yes.
And I did. I mean, I next laying in bed at night when all this started happening.
Yeah.
And the next day I just got to work.
Yeah. So, all right. So what Alora's saying is, she was telling somebody that, just the day before, that she didn't have a book in her. And then the next day she got this massive download and started creating it. That's so funny, because Wayne Dyer did the same thing multiple times. He's like, I'm done writing. And I can't remember which book it was, but the very next day he packed up his bags and went to his writing retreat and banged out. I can't remember which book it was, but in 13 days he wrote his next book. Right. So I love the way the universe works. The universe is laughing, like, you think so. And it's when we release that attachment to it that it comes through. Yeah. Wow. All right.
I'm really pleased with it. It's some good information there, and I can't for it. I did grunt work to get it down, but it was all from a divine download that happened.
Yeah. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. So it's called Let Your Goddess Shine Through. So what are the, what are the key takeaways from it?
you are a goddess, no matter who you think yourself right now, that you are infinitely worthy, no matter how unworthy you may think. And I always being a different person did all the work, but I always expect it to be more of who you really are.
Yes.
Getting rid of all the junk that has been laid down over the years.
Yeah.
And it's possible. It's not quite doable, especially now.
Yes, it is possible, and it is quite doable. And the thing is that it's every woman should get this book because it's so interesting. I saw the Red Table, which is Jada Pinkett's show, where she had on Demi Moore and her two daughters, Ruma and Tallulah, and they were talking about their levels of self-confidence. And it was a lot focused on Demi, where she's trying to instill in her daughters, you're amazing, you can do anything, you're beautiful, you're a goddess, all of those things. But she herself didn't feel that way. Now here she is. She's an A-lister Hollywood actress, right? Who's so beautiful and gorgeous and, had, married two amazing men, has beautiful children. And this amazing woman has issues with feelings of low self-worth and low confidence. And so the point is, no one is immune to this. And we women all feel this way. Me, definitely. And so it's so important that you're writing this work and offering this and making this available to women. And you're serving in such a grand, beautiful way. I love this so much, Alora. I have to cut your interview short. I'm really sorry, but I do definitely want to have you back on the show and talk about this. And actually what I think I'd like to do, and I'm actually polling the audience for this right now. I'm going to ask, I think what we should do is we should do a panel, where we can really dig deep into this, maybe even sort of a round table where you can really share more of your story and you can start really give practical tips to the audience. Was that something that you'd be open to doing, and sharing? Sure. Okay. Yes. All right. That would be great. Cause I feel so terrible that the signal was so weak that we couldn't hear you, and you have so much brilliance to share with the world. It breaks my heart. So, all right. So we're going to have a link to get Alora's book. And in the meantime, we have, if you want to find out more about her, which I highly encourage you to go and do this so you can learn what you couldn't hear today on the show, at divinehealingenergies.com. Okay, so go there to learn more about Alora and all of her amazing, beautiful products and services, her story and how she's helping women, and about her book too. We're going to have a link for her book in the description area, so you can just click on that link to purchase the book, which I'm so excited for you. I'm definitely going to buy it and read it, and I can't wait to read it. So I want to say thank you so much for being here. And again, our apologies, but this is technology, right? And sometimes we just got to pivot. So, okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
All right. My apologies. You know what, viewers, listen, this is live. Viewers and listeners, this is life. Stuff happens, and we pivot. It's live TV. So she's beautiful, and I want to have her back because I think she's got a lot of valuable information to share with you. So let me just do a recap of the show before we get into the mantra meditation. And so the name of the show again was Turn Back the Clock, How to Look and Feel Younger. Our intention statement was, I have today to look and feel younger, inside and out. And then I taught you how to learn how to reverse the clock magically and turn back time by giving you those 3 things that you need to implement right now. Number 1 is believe that you can do it. Believe it's possible, that you can change anything. It starts with our mindset. Let go of those limiting beliefs that other people gave you and believe that you can do anything. Tell your subconscious a different story. And I gave you a link to the My Ideal Body mantra meditation, where in under 5 minutes a day, you can just listen and change your body on a physical level. It's extraordinary the way it works. And then become an actor. So act as if you are already that version of yourself that you want to be. Carry yourself that way. Start making decisions that way. And those 3 things will allow you to start implementing processes and habits and rituals into your life so that you can start aging younger, okay? And get better and better and better each and every day, okay? So I shared information with you about the live event. We'll have information. I'll make sure there's room for the ticker at the end of the show today. So please register for the Have It All live virtual event. I can't wait to see you there, and hurry up and get in before tickets go up again. It's going to be a phenomenal, phenomenal event. And let me get centered here, and let's do our mantra meditation for today. All right. Feet flat on the floor. Close your eyes, and we're going to take in 2 deep breaths. We're going to take in, when we breathe in for the count of 4. We hold it for the count of 4, and then we blow it out for 8 seconds like you're blowing out a birthday candle. We want all that air out of your lungs, and we're going to do that 2 times. So here we go. Ready? Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold it for 4, 2, 3, 4, and breathe it out for 8. Breathe in for 4. Hold it for 4. And breathe it out for 8. You should feel relaxed already. Just listen to the words. I have today to love my life. Something really good is going to happen to me today. I can feel it. Miracles big and small. I notice them all. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. I have today to reverse the clock and start to age backwards. I have today to look and feel and act younger. I believe I can do it. I tell my mind I can do it, and I act as if it's already done. It's easy and effortless. I know that I'm 100% energy and that my cells are at my command. And whatever I tell my body to do, it will do. It is just law of attraction. It is done. And there's no such thing as believing in that growing old and aging in a way that doesn't suit me is my destiny. It's not. I can look better. I can feel better. I can age backwards. I can do anything that I set my mind to. I have this day to look and feel as young as I want, to nurture my body, mind, and spirit, to love my body head to toe, inside and out, 100%, and make decisions in my life that allow me to look and act like I did at the perfect age that I consider for myself when I was at my ideal weight. I was at my ideal self. And that might be where I am right now. But wherever that was in my life, whenever that was, I can recreate it. I can live it and be it right now. And I'm going to do that starting today. So on this day and every day going forward, I will promise myself to stay looking and feeling and acting younger and younger and younger. I will affirm it. I will believe it. I will know it, and I will take action to allow it to happen. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can open your eyes. All right, that's it for this week's episode of I Have Today. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel at I Have Today.